What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be traveling from O'Hare International Airport to Denver International Airport. This flight is happening on New Year's Eve. As you can see in that photo, there's a welcome sign, but not really anything. Here's the boarding gate. New parking garage that was built. Anyways, this is the drop-off area. Yeah, nothing special to it. Here is a baggage drop. It was nicely decorated for Christmas. But yeah. Qatar Airways was very crowded. They had the line backed up all the way across the terminal. This is Terminal 5, the International Terminal. Because Southwest flies out of there for some reason. Yeah. Here's TSA. TSA wasn't as bad as I thought it would be for New Year's Eve, but still wasn't as quick as our DAA flight. Here's the other side of TSA. Nothing special to it, just TSA, you know. Yeah. Then here's the terminal. You got like tax and duty free stores and stuff. Yeah. Not much else to it. So, as you may have seen, the only clip of O'Hare from outside of it was the Welcome to O'Hare sign. Here's the food court. We got a Dunkin' Donuts inside of it. They got a bar. They got fast food places, you know. As I was saying, the reason why you only saw that clip from O'Hare earlier was because O'Hare is centered in the middle of the city. Yeah. So, can't really see anything. It's not interesting like Denver's. Here's a Lego vending machine, a beads vending machine. Yeah, so like Denver, they don't have those big tall peaks, which actually are meant to represent white snow-capped mountains and the teepees of Native Americans. Fun fact. There's another more bars labeled along that wall over there. Yeah. Then this aircraft right here, flown, I believe, by, I don't even remember who, but it's my favorite aircraft. You'll see here in a minute when JJ zooms in. It's my favorite, personally my favorite aircraft. Yeah. Whenever JJ zooms in. Any dinner. Thank you, JJ. As you can see, that is an Emirates Boeing 777-300ER, my personal favorite aircraft. So, yeah. This is also the older side of the O'Hare terminal. O'Hare has 5 terminals and a train connecting all of them together. Here's right here by the US flag is another TSA gate. That TSA gate was closed today. That is the easiest gate to go through if you travel through Terminal 5, because it does not have that big round scanny thing that you have to put your arms in the air and it scans. Here's a Google Pixel vending machine. We can buy like phone cases and maybe even the actual phone there. Yeah, here's the, I think this is, yeah, the Hudson. More other, news places and stuff, yeah. Over there, yeah. Not much to it. And this is going to be the only time you see me in this video. Hi, JJ. Okay, bye, JJ. I'm not that mean. Yeah. Anyways. These gates were pretty empty on our probably 1 mile long walk to Southwest Gate. Yeah. And then, right here, these open doors, I believe, is where they keep stuff like all the food stuff. That's a healthy vending machine. Here's gate M25. Yeah. Yeah, this restaurant on the I don't know, what is that, left? It's never eaten there, but it smells and looks good. It's like a good appealing place. It's actually pretty new to there. Yeah. So, and coming up on your right hand side is going to be a peek at the bathrooms. The bathrooms, nice, new, modern, sleek. Yeah. Then, as we continue on, we enter the like big new section of the terminal. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but yeah. Big new sleek section of the terminal. But what does talk about O'Hare is plane spotting from it. As you can see it on the ceiling and reflection from the floor, there are a lot of lights. Those lights reflect from the windows onto the windows, ruining your photo. Then also, like, there's some plants, wild stuff over there against that back wall we saw a minute ago. That also gets in the photo. What else? There's weird yellow and green colored thingies also. That's the bean, famous in Chicago. I recommend you see it. Big polished bean. That's kind of it. Totally worth visiting. Here's the farther end of the terminal. And here's our gate. And here I am plane spotting. As you can see, as I said, vegetation ruins the photo. Yeah. Then, to be fair, I've never actually plane spotted at Denver at night, so yeah. Which, yeah, leads me to not have a fair opinion, because we always leave Denver, or O'Hare at night. But yeah, some okay plane spotting photos, some not so good plane spotting photos. Really depends on how you look at it. Yeah. Our plane just pulled up to the gate, decided to take a photo of the cockpit, or at least attempt to. Then my autofocus decides to absolutely, mess itself up. And I switch to manual focus mode and absolutely nail that photo. Yeah. See, nailed that photo. And then I attempted to get a photo of the jetway connecting to the aircraft before it connected to the aircraft. Absolutely failed at that. Yeah. Not much else to say. As you can see, those are the orange and yellow thingies I was referring to earlier. They reflect off the back wall, ruin your photo, along with the lights. And as you can see, they reflect off the back wall and ruin your photo. Yay! Not fun at all. Yeah. And this is my once and only attempt to get a shot of a Boeing 747 cargo plane from Atlas Air. I got some pretty okay shots, but first time I've been able to photograph it really well was just then. Yeah. Besides that, I've never really been good at photographing that plane. This last time I photographed it, we don't talk about that. So, yeah. And then here's us trying to get onto the jetway. Finally on the plane, got past that roadblock of the, stuff, and then finally got to my seat. Here's our takeoff. Something I learned from this experience is that everything's harder to film. Or like the takeoffs are harder to film and landings are harder to film at night. And you don't get as well of plane spotting photos as you probably should. So, yeah. There's our takeoff. As I mentioned earlier, O'Hare is centered. O'Hare used to be a military base, and it is centered in the center of Chicago. So, yeah, everything's kind of built around O'Hare and Midway Airport. Actually, my grandma told me a story of where O'Hare accidentally launched a missile, and it blew up half her school. No one was killed or hurt, thankfully. But, yeah. Funny story. And then we're hitting some clouds on our climb up. And then Midway, I think, is the older airport. Used to be the international airport before O'Hare took that spot. And O'Hare's and Midway are just airports now, and yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if they have a military base now, so yeah. Still climbing through some clouds. And here's our first part of approach. And now I want you to look really carefully at our flaps, or where our flaps should be. Just look really carefully. I'll tell you later why, but just look carefully at them. See if you can find something wrong with them, maybe, potentially. Foreshadowing. Keep looking at those flaps. Here's the second part of our approach. Keep looking at those flaps, or where those flaps should be. This is the third part of our approach. And now, as you can see, if you look really carefully at where our flaps are, they are now deployed. Earlier, I was actually wondering why their flaps were not deployed, and we were that low. Like, I wasn't sure where we were coming from. We could have been landing, for all I know, runway 7, runway, let's see. Or runway, what is that? I should know. 34 left, you know? Here's our landing real quick. But it turns out we actually landed on either 17 right or 17 left. Probably 17 right based on how close we are to the terminals. That's our landing, pretty smooth touchdown. Those, if you look at the list, you may think those are clouds. We're in a cloud. No, we're not in a cloud. That is snow. You'll see in a moment just how much snow. More snow than I was expecting, more snow than Denver was expecting, apparently. That's how much snow. So yeah, we landed probably 17 right. 17 right. I was wondering why we were that low with no flaps or anything. Yeah, but we probably came up close to like Morrison, Platte Valley area. Platte Valley Airport area, yeah. And then here we are parked at the gate. As you can see, that is snow right after we park at the gate. They barely even had the cargo door open. And then I forgot to film the walk from gate to the train, but here's our train, and I forgot to film the train on my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, why don't you go check it out real quick right now? It is a great video traveling from Denver to Chicago on Christmas Day. And we're traveling from O'Hare or Chicago to Denver on New Year's Eve. So, yeah, pretty ironic. We're always traveling on all this. Just like pilots. My dream job, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's still under construction. Here's me fast forward walking to baggage claim. Yeah, that's baggage claim right there. Yeah, that's the renovated part of it. Yeah, the newer part. And then here is our passenger pickup situation. Yes, there are separate floors for passenger pickup and all the other pickups, and it's not as confusing as, say, O'Hare. Thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. We'll see you next time on United 002.